For the past 6 months, we've been travelling around Southeast Asia and we started to feel like we needed a change. Initially, our plan was to travel to Japan, but the borders were still closed during this time. So then we decided, let's have our biggest adventure yet. And let's go to New Zealand. We booked our flights with only 2 weeks left on our Thai visas, and travelling to New Zealand is a bit complicated. We would have to travel for 4 days, starting with a flight to Kuala Lumpur, where we would have a 22-hour layover, then fly to Singapore with the 12-hour layover. Then we do a 7-hour flight to Melbourne, Australia, with a 2-day stayover, and finally we'll be arriving in New Zealand after a 3-hour flight. Yeah, it's a lot. We start our journey in Bangkok, where we hopped on the metro to get to the airport.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cup my tea.
Good morning. So we woke up pretty early. I think we woke up at 7 a.m. We have our first day of our traveling, which is going to be a bit hectic. We're first going to fly to Kuala Lumpur. So Bangkok to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and we're going to stay there for 1 night in the airport. And then in the morning, so today is the 14th. So on the 15th then, we're flying to Singapore. Luckily we'll check our bags in and we won't see them till Melbourne, with basically 4 days traveling. So it's gonna be a process.
So let's see if we A, remember to film, and B, survive, and our bags get there. See. Alright, we didn't show the full process, but why do we have all this cash? We're leaving the country. Well, we just got our VAT refund, if you have a look here. Yeah. Our VAT refund for tourists. So we had some big purchases. Alina had to buy a new phone, I had to buy a purple smartwatch. And we found out you can get tax back if you ask the shops to give you a tax form. Super easy process. You do the tax form in the shop, bring it to the airport, get stamped. You need to have the goods on you and the original receipt along with the tax form. Come through customs, you hang a right, boom. 5 minutes later, 880 baht richer.
Yeah.
Happy days, let's go to 7-Eleven.
We didn't film much on our flights since it was only an hour, and I'm sure we'll see plenty of flying in this video. But we made it to Kuala Lumpur International Airport, where we now had to make our own way to KL Airport 2, since that's where the more interesting things to do are. There's a free shuttle bus that connects these airports, which makes life a whole lot easier.
If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to lean. In the moment I hung desperately. The other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bones, I'm remembering the words you told me.
We're alive. So we're still in Kuala Lumpur.
We're going to be here for a while.
A while. We still have like
A lot.
12 hours to go or something.
What time is it? Yeah, let's see. It's just about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so 12 hours until
our
our
flight's in
flight.
12 hours. Yeah.
And we've been here already at 4, so yeah.
4 hours. Yeah.
So around
16-hour layover.
Hour layover.
But
It's
it's been
okay.
super productive.
Yeah, no.
And really nice. I know, quite cheap.
Yeah, we haven't filmed much. We've just kind of been researching. We were saying like how good we actually have these couple of days where we can actually research and see what we're doing in New Zealand, because there's no plan.
Yeah, to be honest, we just kind of picked New Zealand and said let's go and didn't do any research.
Yeah.
And now it's like I'm like stopping and really looking at spots.
Yeah.
And it looks phenomenal. It looks amazing.
So we're just gonna grab some dinner, relax, do some more work, and just try find somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, that's going to be the tough one.
Yeah, I'm already feeling it.
We found a snug corner at Family Mart, but after a few hours we decided we needed some real food. So luckily there's a canteen in this airport.
Sean, you went Korean.
I went for the Korean, went in Malaysia. No, just looked really nice. I think I've been into the bento boxes recently, so it kind of has that vibe.
That food was pretty damn good.
Oh, it's so good.
Are you full, Sean?
I'm not full, no.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out where we're going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna
We're
go
going back and forth.
We're gonna do some investigations around the place. Have a look.
Let's go. Very nice sofa. Well, I think this is us for the night. We're gonna do a bit of work, find a place to sleep, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for our flight to Singapore. Good morning. We made it to Singapore. It's been a while since the last vlog. I think the last time I vlogged was last night in Kuala Lumpur. We basically sussed out, we kind of slept around 3 major spots. Not the greatest airport for a layover, I will say, but we survived it and came to Singapore, and first thing we did is to find a rest zone so we can actually like have somewhat of a sleep. And it was actually quite comfortable. Sean's kind of getting himself back alive. Sean didn't sleep at all last night actually. He just slept really on the plane, and then when we got to Singapore, we're gonna go get some food. Oh, I need some vegetables. Then go suss out this airport. Best airport in the world, let's have you. Changi Airport is absolutely massive. This place has 10 garden parks. 10! And has more than 400 shopping outlets. We mostly wanted to first get some fresh air as we've been in airports for the last 24 hours.
I drink Nescafe cold brew. If it's good for me, it's good for you.
He's lost it, guys. What can I say? He's absolutely lost it.
I'm severely sleep deprived.
Alright, do you want to find a different one?
Yeah. You're like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
You're good and you're going in here.
No!
You're in here by the end of the day.
Oh no. I think I need to put him in a swimming pool.
It's not actually a swimming pool, so you just step outside and you get covered in your own sweat.
Sean's a menace today. So we did some Googling, and turns out the biggest indoor waterfall is on the land side, not on the air side, so we had to go through immigration. So we had to do all our apps and like COVID certs online before we went through. It was actually an easy process. And now we're through immigration, but we didn't get stamped. We're not too happy. Our collection's suffering. We're excited.
Yeah, well, we're excited and lost.
Yeah, excited and lost. This airport is big.
Huge. Just need to figure out like
Where to go.
where the f we go. I let Lily get all the sleep last night, so she could look after us today.
No pressure. Whoa, whoa.
The Shiseido Forest Valley is located in the Jewel Complex that has a 40-meter waterfall, which is as tall as a 7-story building. A 7-story building, guys. That is mental.
I've never been inside of an airport that smells like a swimming pool / forest.
Yeah.
It's also home to hundreds of species of plants and is very popular for wedding photography.
You can literally spend hours in this place. as you can climb up multiple levels for even better views. There's like a sky bridge and all. There's a train and a sky bridge at the upper level of this waterfall, which would definitely be a unique experience. After taking in the beautiful nature, we heard that this airport has an IMAX cinema, so we had to see if it was real. This place is a shopping centre. It's
so tall.
it just keeps going, like there's a never ending.
49 minutes.
I love Asia. In heaven. So the waterfall flows to the basement. So this is a proper IMAX cinema in an airport.
Crazy.
Like, when have we ever been in an airport with an IMAX cinema? Well, it's only 10 Singaporean dollars, which is quite cheap for a cinema ticket.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of standard. So for two of us, it would have been about €15.
Yeah, that's cheap compared to Ireland. If we don't go on a day that they're
that's true.
You know.
Yeah.
We thought that we might fall asleep in the cinema, and maybe it's a better idea to get some food instead. We were spoiled for choice, but the place had a Mos Burger, which is a Japanese burger chain, and we just had to try the Wagyu beef burgers.
God.
Oh no, maybe this Mos Burger. That's the Wagyu.
And a salad as well.
Tip. Look in the things already in case there's some already falling in.
Oh, they're so cute. We're going. Oh yes.
Oh, it looks pretty good.
So good.
This place is a nerd's dream come true. We really don't get stuff like this in Europe. We just felt like little kids again, honestly. The nostalgia, the general vibe, it all came flooding back.
Sean's getting ideas, is he? Well, Sean, we didn't make it to Japan,
Yeah,
but we made it to some form of Japan.
I used my first Japanese bidet.
Oh, I can't believe it was your first one.
It was unbelievable.
10 out of 10.
I'm still in shock. So this is it. It's random. We could get. Could be trash. Who did we get?
Oh, I see green. Yeah, I think it is.
It is. Who?
The bunny.
Do I know that Pokemon? Not really.
Oh well.
But that's the fun of it. Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas. Good night, God.
Even the Crocs are cool.
Yeah, look at these.
Whoa.
Look at how much volume is on there.
Now they're not practical. So there's a cool ass bridge here, canopy bridge, but you need to pay to get into it, and I don't know if we're arsed, to be honest. I don't know, we're getting tired. What can I say? This airport is unbelievable. I can definitely see why it's known to be the best airport in the world. We almost wish that we had a longer layover so we could have done more things. For example, this airport is also home to the tallest slide in the world. Isn't that a bit of fun? And then you can also do a 3-hour free walking tour of Singapore City as well. So we would definitely recommend doing that if you have enough time. I will say, I thought Singapore is going to be much more expensive. It's actually okay price, like it's a bit more than other places in Asia, but not by much. Wow, look at this.
Oh, it's off. Look. Oh, here we go.
There we go. We found the cactus farm. But our time in Singapore was coming to an end. We sat down in our seats and got comfortable because this was us for the next 7 hours. And after our overnight flight, we finally made it to Melbourne, where the city and the food blew us away. You'll see us in Melbourne in the next video. Like, subscribe, and take it easy.